Now from the host city of so many Pro Bowls, we're on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Wizards of Tokyo taking on the Dragons of Honolulu. Now from the host city of so many Pro Bowls, we're on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Wizards of Tokyo taking on the Dragons of Honolulu. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. So for 30-some-odd years, we held the Pro Bowl here in Hawaii, but all along what the locals here wanted was a team of their own. And now they've got one, and they could not be happier. And I don't say that lightly because they always seem happy here. But now this could be the start of something really, really special. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy. And coming up, sticking his... And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dragons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you look at this defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
From the 21, here's second down and 7. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun, here's Fields. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will have a touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dragons go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert now. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play action. It's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Fields now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Fields. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Hey, Ken.
Here's Fields. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Dragons 21, Wizards nothing. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On second down, here's Barkley. Shifts by him, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Man in motion left, that's Collins.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards there on third down as they pick up a 1st and 10. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Catch is made by Hardman. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Barkley trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Herbert keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Wizards are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Boy, shifts past him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a handoff as they run left side. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dragons take a 3-touchdown lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Herbert just beat the play clock. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Moore, the man in motion. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dragons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Wizards 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. That is caught, and they work this out past the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Second and 6.
Again, it's Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
59.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Hey, ram.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Crowd right.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's got it to Collins, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
5-9.
Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
One last throw here for Herbert. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Honolulu, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again